Joining me now is the president of Planned Parenthood for Metro DC, Dr. Laura Meyers. Dr. Meyers, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
And I know you had some comments. You were watching the speakers today. Give us your thoughts of today's march.
So I would start by saying, although these folks have come to Washington, they're noisy, they garner some media attention, they don't represent the majority of Americans. Over and over, Americans, whether it's through voting in the midterms or the referenda in states as different as Michigan, Kansas, Vermont, have demonstrated that they support access to safe and legal abortion, that they did not want to see Roe v. Wade overturned. But here we are. And abortion rights have been stolen from us by a majority of conservative Supreme Court justices, overturning 50 years of legal precedent and basically taking away rights from more than half the population in states across the country. We know 36 million people.
Dr. Meyers, that's certainly true, because the nonpartisan research will tell you that the majority of Americans are in favor of some form of abortion. But I want to get to the reason why we have you on today, and that's to talk about Planned Parenthood and the services that you offer. Since this ruling in the summer, it's been about 7 months now. Tell us about some of the changes that you've seen. Are you seeing more patients that are perhaps coming from other states because of these new restrictions?
Yeah, I want to start by saying abortion is healthcare, and patients are coming to us from the states who have severely restricted access to abortion, like Texas and other states across the country. So we're seeing more patients. We provide not only abortion services, which we provide proudly, but also primary care, full primary care, reproductive health services of all kinds, including testing for sexually transmitted infections, things like pap smears, cancer screenings that are life-saving preventative care, as well as a full range of birth control, so that people who come to us for our high quality, non-judgmental care can get all the care that they need, whether it's abortion care, birth control, STI testing, or primary care.
Now, with that influx of patients, as you mentioned, coming from other states as far away as Texas, I'm just wondering, everywhere you turn, there's a shortage. Do you have enough nurses and doctors? And what is the wait time if someone comes from out of state to actually begin the process if they decide that they want to have an abortion?
So we try to make it as simple as possible for someone who's coming from out of state to access abortion care, whether that's financial support, whether that's support with logistics. Someone can come and get the care that they need. We are very fortunate. We have wonderful teams of people in our health centers who are deeply committed to providing this very important care.
Well, Dr. Meyers, we thank you so much for joining us on this important day.